Hello. Hello, Cherie in Florida. Hello, Linda in South Hills of Pittsburgh. How are you guys all? Happy hump day. Let me know if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up. I kind of have a plan, like I always do. All right, I'm getting a notification that says Facebook. I'm live on Facebook. So you can actually, here, I'll even show you guys. You can see my face today. Yay, no puffiness. Hello, Penny. I'm like, don't look like I've been hit by a Muhammad Ali. My allergies are better. So, hi, Christy. How are you? So, I am going to play with the die of the month. And awesome. Thank you for letting me know. Hi, Shirley. I don't have it on my TV, so I don't always see it go live. So, hi, Francie. Hi, Brenda. Um, it might go kind of quick tonight. I'm not sure. I have all my die cutting done, but I don't have all the plans quite set yet. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Mom. Hi, Michelle. I am all ready to go. So we got our stick and stamp mat out. We're going to put that to side for a minute. Let me grab the die of the month. Of course, I've got a whole little pile of things we're going to use tonight. Okay, here's the die of the month. Alicia, is that how you say it? Up in North Pole, Alaska. Hello, Leanne. Hi, Anne Marie. Hi, Paula from Michigan. I think I said hi. Hi. Cold and windy, Michigan. It's cold and windy here too, Anne Marie. Here's the die of the month. It is called Bottled Blooms, and I haven't played much with it yet. I used some of the flowers on a card, but I haven't played with it. And instead of doing the basic, let's throw the flowers in the jar, or make like a shaker card or things like that. I know I've had some people doing issues with, or have not issues. They've made some cards that way. We're gonna play a little bit with it, a little bit differently. So you've got, this is the dies. They're great. Here's my hand. So you can see the size. This is the lid. You get some stems, you get some leaves, flowers and bugs. There's a bow. So I have this all die cut out, and I die cut it out first out of some aqua pigment paper. Okay, and we're going to do, I do have some done and set aside that are dry, but we're going to do, and I'm going to kind of do it two different ways so you can see how I did it. Hi, Joanne. How are you? Um, I You're ready for spring. It is. There are a few daffodils up, but we're expecting snow tomorrow into Friday morning, and then it's supposed to go away. But Mom, we're supposed to get snow on Sunday. Hi, Sarah W. I haven't had a chance to play with it. I've played with a bunch of things, and I thought tonight would be the night. So, well, Christopher was crafting last night. Thanks, Michelle. I was kind of playing with what I wanted to do, and I thought we'd show a couple different ways that we can do this. You bought something special to make with it, crossing your fingers. I will cross my fingers, Melissa. Hi, Walter. So first thing I'm going to do is get my paintbrush red. But what I did is I'm going to spritz this with water and make it kind of wet. You're hot in the 80s, and then you froze the last 2 days and back warm. And I've got some Chroma Mist and Bumblebee Yellow. And we're just going to spray it on the side here. And I did this two different ways. Oh, Samantha, that sounds wonderful. But that's as high as I want to get. And we're just going to take it, and this dye is all wet, and I'm just going to push it in on the edges. And yeah, if you can't figure out what is in my dye, what do you think is in my jar? I'm ready. I know, and Mom, it is, but it's supposed to be above freezing, and it's supposed to be in at least the 40s. So that means even if we get some snow, it's gonna go away. Not honey. Nice nice guess. Nope, not honey. So now that I have that in there, I'm just gonna go ahead and, hi, Carol from Texas. Oh yeah, the warm weather probably there too. I'm just gonna kind of feather it out because yes, there you go, Penny. There you go, Walter. It's lemonade. We're gonna make lemonade in the jar, and we're gonna make two lemonades. Lightning bugs. Nope, not lightning bugs. We're gonna do. I just thought, let's find a different way to use these. You know, so this is one way you can do it, and I wanted to do this so that you had some options from what my plans are. So hello, Mikkel, right? Is that Mikkel? Is that how I say that? I can't remember. No, it's not the same, Samantha. This is here, I'll show you. I'm going to spray it out. This is a little, do you see how that's kind of a little bit more liquidy? Let me grab a chrome. So this is an aqua pigment. This came from a kit, but this came from one of our events, but it would come in the normal jars like the other aqua pigments are. If I put this out, you see that when it puddles up a little bit more. So they have a little bit different. I'm not perfect about that, Penny. I mean, you might be able to explain the little bit different with the chroma mist between the aqua pigments. I use them kind of the same way. Sarah, pink lemonade would be the great way, because we've got these awesome, like the gems. These came in the box. But I was doing lemon this time because I don't like pink lemonade. And if you can see that this is a little bit brighter, it's kind of hard to see. They work kind of the same, but they don't. It's hard to explain. So like I said, you can spray these, and I didn't even shake mine up. These are more of a, I use these more for like a watercolor, but I do like to watercolor the chroma mist because I get a brighter color. So anyway, so we're going to add some of this more. And I had the chroma mist. They were sitting on my desk. My aqua pigments were on the other side of the room. That's why I grabbed the chroma mists. Yes, fun gems. Those were the gems that were in the box this month. Okay, puppy, what you looking at? Fletch is here, guys. Hi, Fletch. Hi, Fletch. Do you want to say hi? Come here. Up. You want to come up? Come on, up. Come on. Come on. Oh, no, he doesn't want to say hi. He just wants to wag his tail. So you can see this is going to be kind of wet. That is one way you can create this. Iced tea and lemonade would work too. Yeah. Oh no, I'm just not a big pink lemonade fan. I am a Crystal Light lemonade girl. So this is one way. You could make it thicker. You could make it better. You could make it however you want. We're going to put this one aside to dry because I already have some made. No paper for you, Pop. And then the other way you can do this, I thought was the way I did it. Everyone's saying, hello, Fletch. Grandma says hi, and so does Brenda. Everyone says hi. Francie says hi. Is just spray it, and then I just kind of dabbed it on. And then I didn't like it. I didn't like how it was going. It was taking me too long, so then I ink smushed it. And you get a little bit different look. And of course, that is got some of the aqua pigment in it too, just because it was on my desk. But it's a little just different kind of thing. Thank you. But the one thing I added, which I realized I didn't need to because of what I'm going to do, I'm going to wipe this up quick, is I have found that I really enjoy putting the ornamental gold on top of some of my, oh, don't eat that, Fletch. He wanted my lemonade. He wanted to eat our lemonade. It adds this little bit of shimmer. I'm just mixing this up a little bit because I've used it, but not quite. Hello, Mickey and Hope say hello, Fletch. Oh, he didn't want to come close to Mommy. Mama's got a bottle in her hand. And I'm just kind of spritzing just a little bit of the ornamental gold. If you wanted to use it, no paper. No. It adds just a little bit of shimmer, and it's going to be hard to see while it's kind of wet. But it adds this. So if you wanted to use these by themselves, you could use them just like this as the jar. Okay, so I'm going to put these off the side to let dry because I already have some done. And here they are. They're all done. Let's wipe this off so I don't get them wet. And you can see that here's the one that I ink blended. And here's the one that I kind of dabbled and did a little ink smushing. So you can see the difference a little bit. And if you see a little bit of green, my paintbrush was wet. Sarah, our crazy fuzzy cutter. She fussy cut this big, beautiful fin on a scrapbook page that was stunning. Yes. So that's these. So we got those to the side. Now, my original thought is we're going to put some vellum over the top. I'm sorry the camera gets it autofocuses. That's those new iPhones. I put the sticky back, like double-sided adhesive, and then realized my plan wasn't going to work for that. So if you wanted to do it just plain, you could do it and put it over the top, and you'd have that um, that look to it, that vellum look through it. You know, not clear, cloudy look. But I already have one done, and we're gonna do another one here. Uh-oh, maybe. Did I drop it and the dog ate it? I guess we're gonna cut another one out. I had two done. So I have one done. I love the ink smushed one too. And like I said, you're not gonna end up seeing it because what we're gonna do is we're gonna see what this, I'm gonna put this over the top. I want it to look like a little bit of a bell jar, an old-fashioned bell jar. But for some reason, my other vellum one has ran off. So that means I have to cut one. We will do that quick. I tried to do all my die cutting in advance, so you wouldn't have to do it. I'm guessing Fletch is eating it somewhere. He's hiding over there, so he probably found it on the floor and ate it. Just before I went live, I dropped my entire stencil box on my desk. So I had to grab them all, and they were on the floor and everywhere. Oh, Melissa, he eats my craft projects all the time. Hi, Miss Lori. He is not trying to steal scraps. I have a bin sitting on the floor next to my desk that has my specialty card stocks in it, and like glitter stocks and things like that, and leftover pieces from kits. And he was trying to nibble on the corners. So, all right. So, let's see. My die cut machine is, my little plates here are getting really bad. So I need to order. They're on my list to order. I've said that before. I've been putting it off. I'm going to try line that up one more time. Cut that out one more time. I'm going to cut into a new plate, you guys. Oh, you know how that is. I'm going to find that one as soon as I'm done, I'm sure. There we go. So my pressure isn't quite as good in this one. Of course, the day I try to cut it out perfectly on live, it doesn't want to cut out purposely tonight. I'm done. We're going to cut it out of my good machine. Do you guys mind? I'll be right back. Just going to come over here and die cut it out of my actual die cut machine. I hope everyone's having fun and doing well, enjoying the projects. I am loving this release and having so much fun with it. Like I think all of us are. See, now there, my real die cut machine, my big one, cut it out just perfect. All right. Now I'm going to hurry up and put this away before I lose some of these pieces. Because that's not good, right? Then what I did with this one, hello, Ellen, is it, you know, I know that she does have that stencil binder, but I have too many stencils, Francie. I might need to do Stencil Anonymous. And so I need to be able to flip through them. You just hung up with your video call here with your Candi. Well, thank you for joining me. I am not going to the garage sale at Scrap Mania this weekend, Michelle. I have my family coming to see me. My mom and my sister and my dad and my niece and nephew. So we aren't going to drive down there, unfortunately. I will try to get to one maybe this spring. So, I really don't need anything right now. So, even though there's great deals. This is the one that's done. This is the one that's done. I think there are two ways. I'm going to show you a second way. I'll show you on this one. I'm just going to kind of tear this one a little bit, guys, because I don't have time. I'm not going to time to cut it out. We're just going to show you. I want to show you the difference. So my die cut machine did not like me on that one. I wanted to show you the difference so you have two options. I have some ink here, and I have an ink blending tool. And this is the Clear Skies. I probably could have gone darker, but I'm just going to ink blend a little bit. And I wanted you to see what the difference was. Now, if you wanted to do this, you probably are going to want to put it on top. Okay. Hey, Heather. But otherwise, you know, because I mean, but you can also, it just depends on how it, see, I'm just wanted to see what it looks like. It kind of looks greeny to me that way, but this is with ink blending. So I didn't quite think I liked that as much. So I went and grabbed one of my Olo markers. And I'm going to tell you, this was just a hodgepodge of how I did this. Well, you'll have to let me know, Michelle. It's not that far away. Hi, Heather. I haven't talked to you in ages. All I did was take this. This is the BG04, and I just scribbled. And I'm just going to scribble all over the edges of my vellum. This is our heat-resistant vellum. I mean, I'm not using any heat on it this time, but it's still great. And I'm just kind of scribbling it because I want to end up, like I said, giving that bell. Yeah, what's better difference between the aqua pigment and the chroma mist? I need to get better at that. One is more opaque, one is more translucent, I believe, but I think aqua pigments are more translucent and chroma mists are more opaque. Is that right? I mean, I like I do think chroma mists tend to be a little bit more vibrant. These tend to be, because they're like watercolors. Aqua pigments are like watercolors. So this is just a cheapo blend of alcohol-based marker. And I'm just going to kind of go around the edges and soften the edges. It doesn't really matter terribly what it looks like. Okay, yeah, chroma mists are more translucent. Okay, and so then aqua pigments would be more opaque, if that's the opposite way, right? And I'm just kind of scribbling because I want it to be very messy looking. And I'm kind of trying to draw it in the middle. You would not have to do this. You could do it with gray. Regular recipe. Okay, thank you. I kind of get it mixed up because I use them some, and I need to like memorize this more. I need to like go to school and sit down and just put it in my head. Excuse me. That sprayed that alcohol. Right? That was since that was alcohol ink, I wanted to use my alcohol to clean that up instead of my squeaky clean. It did not smell good. So here we go. This is the one I did yesterday. This is the one, and this is the side I colored it on, but we're going to flip it over. And when you flip it over, look at the difference. So I'm going to show you again. See how it's, you know, but I turned it over like this. That is the exact look we're going through, Francie. Is that we're going to do like the old glass. So we've got 2 of these now. And then we'll have to decide which one we're going to put on which. It's kind of funny because the blue kind of makes it look greeny, but so we've got that to start. Now is where we're going to kind of go a little crazy. I have this whole little pile of some stuff that I die cut out. Now, first we'll start with the big piece. I got straws. You can't have lemonade without straws, right? These are my straws. And these straws were cut from, this is a piece, I'm pretty sure, of the neon chroma mist. It's one of the chroma mists. It's old. It's just put away. And thank you, Samantha. It's just one of my old, you know, when I make backgrounds, I put it away. I think it's the neon purple chroma mist, but it could be some lilac. I don't remember. Anyway, I got this and I went and I got the Easy Element dies. That's my template for me to, the Easy Element dies. And I grabbed this one. Yes. Woohoo! I can all see my old glass. I'm done. Yeah, it does need the kettle or ball heat embossed on them. Ellen, I know. I was trying to figure out a way. I mean, I was thinking I could grab some old letters, stamp letters, you know, and stuff like that, or I could kind of draw them in with a pen, but I'm not going that far. But I took this and just cut a couple pieces off. So when we get it all put together, and then we're just going to put these inside. So when we put it all together, we're going to have our straws, and we're going to just chop it off at the end. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about that yet. I'm not sure if we want them to go different directions or what, but those are our straws. But to go inside, I wanted some more fun. So we've got 2 options. It might not work. Heather and I were talking last night a little bit about, I messaged her about something, and she answered me, and I was telling her I wanted to do this. She said something about the ice cubes. Well, these are the gems that came out with the wings of lace. Sorry, I'm off the screen. And then we had the icicles. Oh, yeah, BM initials on the jar. That would work too. These are the icicles that came out with the January or the Polar release. Is that in November last year? We can put these inside, and I thought about making like a shaker and taping it to the outside, and we may still do that. But I don't know if I want to use those tonight. The ice cubes, yeah. These are the ice cubes. But like Sarah was saying, pink lemonade, you could do the pink sapphire gem or the pink gems and use for pink lemonade, make pink. I went deep dive into my stash and I pulled out rose quartz, the pink gems. Yes, rose quartz. I pulled out the barbecue set. What do you see when you see the barbecue set? I pulled this open, and one of the dies that came to my head was this one. Those look exactly like ice cubes. So I die cut a bunch of those out of white. And as you can see in my little tray, I used the tomato, or whatever that's supposed to be lemon slices. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If I was going to make 1,000 of these cards, Super Pass, I probably wouldn't make a lot of these because I'm going to try to get it as close as I can. Do you see that? All those little pieces can die cut out. So you can, and I'll show you here. See, I have them all in this little container. So here's the inside piece. There's the rind. So you could do those different parts. And to prevent that from happening and falling out, because I don't want them to fall out, I just put regular old Scotch tape on the back. And I did that before I took them out of the die. So I die cut them, and then I taped them, and then I pushed them out. And then I did. So here's one where this is yellow. This is one that I just colored with a thing. I just realized it doesn't matter what color they are because we're going to put them inside our little lemon glass. We're going to put them inside our glass. So we've got different ones. I think there's 3 of the big ones. And of course, there's also the little lemon wedges for if you're going to use like the fish. So I had to cut those out. So we've got some of those. We're going to stick a couple of them inside. We're making these and then we're going to figure out how we're going to put it together. Just because I want a really lemonade glass. Now, like I said, you could totally do this as a shaker card, but I want to do kind of a different version. I know they're teeny, tiny, but they're perfect. And here's our little ice cubes. And I know ice cubes aren't white, they're clear, but we're going to put them in our glass and they're going to be enough. I mean, I could make them gray. You could have done them out of vellum, but I wanted to make sure we could see them. And I think you'll get the point of what they're supposed to look like. And I'm not sure if I was going to do it shaker card, I would totally put the ice cubes in there. These ice cubes for sure. But I'm not sure if they're going to stick. That's what I'm concerned about. So we're going to throw in some ice cubes. Yep, exactly. You could totally just go through your stash and find out different things, that you could. Now, I do have a lemon die that is from an event that I have. I don't even think it's been it was in an event last year and it was never released out from, and you could cut those, but they're a little bigger. And I also thought if you really, really wanted to, we do have the A2 citrus layering die that you could ink blend. And then you could cut those out and stick them in your jars too, or cut them in half. Use a circle die or fussy cut. And I was thinking about doing that until I found this die, and I wanted to use this die because I think this is really fun. And my thoughts are this is to send to like a friend who you don't get to see very often. And it's going to be like, let's chat or let's get together, or miss your face, something like that. And I want them to know how special they are. I cut out all these special dies. Okay. So we're just going to kind of place them around. They can lay on top of one another. And then this is where I thought the double, your mind is in a scary place. Did I miss something, Francie? Oh, no. Teeny tiny candy corns would work. Eyeballs. circles, make eyeballs, make red hots. You know, you got hearts, just all sorts of things you can do. I mean, I have this tiny little, did I have, where is it? I have this tiny little die like, ouch, I just put my elbow into my desk. That would totally work for perfect little hearts inside there. You know, sky's the limit. Look at your little thing. So this is where I grabbed, I wonder if you cut it double-sided and lay them down, cover it with the lemons. It would. And I could do that, Melissa. I was thinking of actually wrapping it and fussy cutting it with some aluminum stuff. I just haven't decided yet. We're going to try it. We might put some ice cubes in one and see how it goes. Yes, the pool set, the frogs. I have that pulled out. You gave them lemonade and cookie card to their old school to thank the teacher for putting up with the kids, the lemons. So I thought I would grab, I'm going to go ahead and grab my sticky sheets if I can figure out where I put them. We're going to go and just go for it. Go for both, because this is vellum and we're going to use sticky sheets. And I'm going to get a new sticky sheet out because I have an old one, but I want it to really stick. And so I just want to put those down. I'm going to go ahead, because you can glue some of this down. I'm going to go ahead and glue. We're going to glue some of this down. Okay. But I just wanted you to know where my mind was going. And if my glue is going to cooperate tonight, this is the main focal point of our card. So I got to just figure out, I pulled a couple of stencils to do like a background on, but this is the main point. And I put so much glue on there. I didn't need to do all that glue. That's fine. So we got that. I'm just going to go ahead and throw some glue down and we're going to stick some of these pieces to a galaxy far, far away. Exactly. But I don't know. When I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do tonight, I thought this would be very fun. And with these ice cubes, it don't really matter if they're upside down or backwards. I am doing I do want to make sure that the lemon slices are faced upright though, because otherwise you won't see the design on them. Okay, now Francie, I'm using my pencil for you. Hope it's poking you. I'm just going to add some more things. And I kind of wanted it to kind of feel like, I know that a lot of times the stuff would settle to the bottom, but we're pretending like we mixed it up. I did want to say that when you do the glue, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little bit of extra tape on the side. Nobody's going to see that. So I have to poke Francie every week. Make sure she's doing good. So I have lots more lemon pieces we could put in, but I think we're just going to kind of stick with this for right now. Let's see. We got a couple more. I'll grab a couple more dots here and then we'll be good. It got you once? I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. There we go. Maybe one more. I'll put one more like ice cube thingy right there. I know they almost look like marshmallows, to be honest with you. Okay. I'm not going to worry too much about them sticking down because we're going to go ahead and get the sticky dots on our vellum. I want to make sure that the vellum goes on the side that I colored. And that is this side. And I can tell because of the lines. What's on the end of my pencil to stick? This is a waxed pencil, Joanne. I think it's for perler beads. A friend of mine my friend Mindy gave them to me and a bunch of people. I think it can be sharpened at the pencil sharpener. And you can just use a wax pick. This one's tall and I just keep grabbing it. And ever since the one time I used it, like I said, it looks like you're getting poked in the eye. I've been using it. I don't know where she got it. It was, like I said, she gave it to me as a gift about a year ago or so. So I like I have the Taylor one. I know Christopher uses Gina's. I had the Taylor one because I was at Stamp Joy. And Christopher was coming last year and I was like, I gotta go. And well, not last year, the year before, I think. And so that's why I have that one. All right. So my dots are on this side of my sticky dots. That's what these are. And I'm gonna, just like I said, I want to make sure I stick the right size down, and then I'm going to stick the sticky dots on. We're going to stick the paper back over the top and just kind of rub it. And this works good for vellum because you won't see any of the glue. And then I'm going to peel this back. And we're going to, and it's going to be sticky. Oh, we're going to try it. And then there's lots of sticky dots on there now. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the, if they'll shine. Yeah, there, you can kind of see them. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a bunch of dots on there. We're going to throw a couple of these ice cubey things on. We're going to see if it will work. They're stuck to my fingers. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this very carefully. We're going to try to line this up the first time. Line up good, please line up good, please line up good. I'm going to manipulate it. All right. So I think the dot, they will work as long as I make sure they stick to they're kind of more towards the center, which is fine because I want the edges, and then we'll have just a little bit of a lip. So it might be hard to see in person. I'm going to pull it up kind of closer. So, oh, yep, and that one works too. There's all sorts of different ones out there. Kind of just depends on, a lot of times it depends on shipping. I live not too far away from a scrapbook store, about an hour and a half. So sometimes it just depends on if I'm there. I pick up things there that I don't want to order and stuff. So, but otherwise I get everything at Producement Row because I love it. And then I'm just going to snip off my straw. There we go. Now, it might not necessarily be perfect, so I think I'm going to try to kind of set this down upside down for a few minutes because of that, and just kind of make it work. Okay? Now we're going to go and make our second one. And which way was our straw? I don't think I want our straws. I mean, we could have the straws going the same direction. I think I'm going to have them go the same direction instead of opposite. If they were going towards each other, it would almost look like they were talking to each other. But we're going to just make them. I thought there was ways you could crinkle up the corner a little bit and make it so that, it was kind of the bendy part, but I'm just going to go with this part. We're going to chop it off. And I know it's at an angle, but I'm okay with that too. I think that's kind of fun. I like the purple straw too. I just think that it's kind of fun to think about it. I was trying to see what I could use. I was thinking of trying to use the stems from the die set, but I didn't think those would work. They were too skinny to be straws. So we're just going to throw different pieces down. Make sure our lemons are going every which way. They don't have to be they don't have to be glued down perfectly because the sticky dots, once I get everything down, will kind of put it together. Got to add some more ice cubes. And we're going to save that one. I have an idea for the last two lemon wedges. We'll try to put them on the lid. Let's see, put that one there, and we'll cut some more. We got 3 more ice cubes to do. So let's put one here. Oh, there's a few more over in the cup, I think. We're going to use them all up. This person likes a little bit more ice cubes. Now, one thing I will say is that when you're using the tape on the back, if you use Scotch tape, it might not stick as well right away. So you might need to put something on there to make sure it dries. Okay. Because Scotch tape, a lot of times I'll use washi tape, but I just used Scotch tape last night. Yeah, you could cut out a lot. You could fussy cut them out. Sorry if I'm not seeing all the comments. If you have a question, please double check because I probably didn't notice it right away. We're going to throw a couple more of the ice cubes. It could, yes, you could totally make it look like soap. And then you could make a get well card for somebody who is sick. Or shampoo, we make a shampoo and conditioner for, and make a thank you card for your beautician. Good idea, Ellen. All right, what side did we color on? I think I colored on this side, so we're going to stick this down. Now, I did use quite a few of the sticky dots that time. All right, now we got to double check that again. Yep, this is the side I want down. But there's still a ton of sticky dots left. And why I wanted to use like the sticky dots, or like I said, the double-sided adhesive that I did put down first before I realized I wanted to color on the back side, was so that the ice cubes would stick too. All right. A straw die. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. I mean, you never know. Maybe you have a straw die in your stash. I think I have a gift card holder that is made out of a coffee cup, and I might have a straw, but I didn't. I wanted to use everything I could that you could get. So I'm just kind of adding it here and there. I might have to just fudge it a little bit later. It's not all sticking. There's a little bit of blue. And so what I would do sometimes is add just a little bit of glue, and I kind of rub it with my finger. Because of the color, you're not going to notice it as much. I'm going to stick that down like that. We got to do a little on this side. Okay. All right, we're going to let that sit for a minute. We're throwing these scraps of paper away. Be proud of me, you guys. Move these out of the way. And we're going to move our dies out of the way. So for our card, we are making an A2 card that's going to be sideways. Let's grab a panel here if I have any, or do I need to cut some down? Oh, Segura's Crafts, I was making sure that I was very careful. I lined up the tricky part first. Okay, so we've got this background. They're going to kind of fit on here like this. You know, I have a couple options. You could use some pattern paper, but I think I'm going to do, and like I said, they're not, it's going to take a little bit for it to stick because of the aqua pigment paper, or the aqua pigments. And I might need to add just a little bit extra glue because of the lumps. Oh, exactly. What do you mean score the top? Score the top of these? Yeah, oh, you mean like score like this? Like to, I thought I would grab one of our stencils. I have the atomic stars and the circles, and I kind of like the atomic stars because then we can tie in our blue and our yellow. That's what my thinking was. So we got to grab our stick and stamp mat. I could score the top. I'm trying to think in my head. Sorry, Heather, I can't quite get there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. We will do that. You mean on this piece here? Or up here on the jar? Yes, on the mason jar. Yes, you could. I am not going to do that now that I've put it together. But yes, if you scored the 2 lines on, if my other one dries, we'll try that. We can try it when it's dry. We got our stick and stamp mat down here. I think these are just the perfect, like you said, mason jar. Put the bell on there. I'm sure you could figure different things out. I think if you have one of those old dry stylists, you know, with the round circles, you could very carefully kind of scratch the word bell in to make it that way. We're going to use our Clear Skies and Shooting Star. And well, yes, there's the jar lid too. You could score lines in the jar lid as well to make them if you were going to put the jar lid on top. But our jars have to be open, obviously, because we're drinking lemonade. You could make jam out of these then. You know, fill it full of one of the glitter embossing or glitter pastes, the different glitter pastes or embossing powders, and then kind of make a silver jar lid and then put it on top, and it could be like jam jar, or make it a canning jar full with some, try to figure out how you could make some soup or spaghetti sauce, all sorts of things. And tomato soup. Oh, thank you. You sell, I'm confused. Bridget sells those. The what? Fish. Yep, you could put fish in a barrel. Isn't that funny? Um, I did not line it up. It does line up very easily, but I just kind of threw it down and it looks perfect. I'm just kind of eyeballing it off screen a little bit. I apologize. We'll stick that on. And I'm not pickles. Yes, you can. That would be perfect too. Yes, to fold it in half and do that. Muffin mix. You could like ink blend it with some cream and then kind of scatter a little bit of the icicle or one of the maybe the bubbly embossing powder and kind of make it look like so it's like a homemade mix. Keep going. Honey from our bears. Yep. Pickles. There's a card I should make for Jessica. That's what her birthday card will be, Melissa. Making her a jar of pickles. Pickle spears, pickle chips, jar of olives. What else? You know, you could go there. I'm going there. You could put body parts in there for Halloween and it would make it like you were sorry, like scientific or you're a witch and or gargoyle whatever and you have body parts for Halloween. All right. So there we go. It's just very, very like, yes, Mom, green olives. That's exactly what I was thinking. So, but I think what we're going to do is that's going to be the background. I'm going to grab I'm going to grab a paper pad. I don't know what paper pad I'm going to grab, but I can't promise it's in stock. You know what? I'm not going to grab a paper pad. This is a striped, and we're going with the purple because I kind of want it to kind of mimic like it's a tablecloth at the bottom, like we're going to put it there and that these are two like that kind of thing. So we're going to use the stars for a wish jar. That would be cute too. So we're just going to kind of eyeball it and attach it. Yeah, I wasn't trying to go, I was just trying to think, kind of outside the box. And we do like a lot of Halloweens. That's why I said full of eyeballs. Or toads. I've newt. What else is in there, I'm just eyeballing this. We're going to have the stripes go this way, and we're going to eyeball it using I'm not cutting it until I get it down. I'm just going to put it down on here. We're going to just use that line right there on my table and cut this off. That is a great paper pad. Well, Francie, if you're thinking Halloween, you could make eyeballs and you could say, I only have, eyes for you, or the eyes have it, or something. I don't know. That'd be funny. No, how that works. All right. So, that is a piece. It came in one of our boxes, so I don't have the name of this pattern. This striped paper. We are going to add a little bit more. The eyes are the only thing I can't handle at work, so I don't know. Spiders, yes. Fairy, yep. Where see it's going all over the place. We're going, guys. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to use some extra glue. And we're going to glue this down and make it stick because it's not sticking on the very edges due to the but the icicles aren't going to fall out. So Francie's getting eyeball and spider soup. I know. I feel like I have to make a card now for her with eyeballs and spiders and mail it to her. That sounds funny to me. Just making sure this is done. Nope, it's off just a little bit, so we're going to stick it down underneath. Sauerkraut. I'm just trying to think about the thing. Peaches, canned vegetable fruits, things like that. There you go. Or that, or we should just, Michelle, you know what? We can create um, we can create a album in the Brutus Monroe fan club group that can be just for the different ways to use this stamp and die set with different Brutus Monroe stamps and dies in the jar. Spiders, I don't like spiders either, but I'd do spiders over snakes. So I'm just adding a little bit of extra glue to the edges. Yes, a ship inside would be awesome. Ideas, ideas, ideas. Oh, you know what? We have just a few minutes. I might be able to do that. You guys want to try it? We'll try it. All right, let's get these put down. We got to get a sentiment on these puppies. We can do it. I got it. Challenge accepted. You're going to have to give me a little bit of time, though. I got to find it. Or I will stamp it out and put it in if I can't find it before we have to go tonight. Because I have a stamp set that has a ship. You see a challenge. Oh, I know. I see a challenge too. It is a little man in the from the library set. That's funny. You mean Christopher? We're putting Christopher in the box? We're going to put Christopher in the jar? All right. We're going to put this down for a minute. And we're going to let that sit. If you can give me a second, let me see if I can find the stamp set I'm thinking about. I put my vault stamp sets somewhere. Not sure I'm going to be able to find it in time, guys. Now that you guys challenged me on that, I know. I have the Ahoy Matey. I think, is that what it's called? Ahoy Matey stamp set? And that would fit perfectly in that jar. But I don't know if I have it. I do. We're going to do it, guys. We're going to do it. We're going to put a ship in the jar. Christopher Spunkle part in the jar. Yep. Oh, hi, Amalia. I just saw you popped in here. So we're talking about the jar and what we can all put in the jar. Let's grab this out. We're going to do it, guys. All right. I got to die cut it out first. I'm not coloring it or anything. We're just going to put a ship in the jar. We're going to stamp it in blue or stamp it. Actually, I guess I wouldn't have to stamp it out. We're just going to stamp it out. We're going to make it work. Thank you. They're awesome. I mean, the blue is a little bit more blue than I think that I originally thought of. So I probably could have gone with the coloring with the ink. We're going to grab Gur. Yes, I was thinking alphabet soup for a get well card. Now I will finish this off later, you guys. And remember, I need to re-ink my ink pads because I use them all the time. So that's why I am stamping multiple times. I don't take the time to re-ink them often enough. All right. This isn't the right kind of ship. I'm not going to fussy cut. I'm not fussy cutting. I already got a die I already cut out. We're going to make it work. All right. This one is one of the ones that I did that. Okay. So first thing we got to do is we got to add a little water. So I'm going to grab a light blue. We are going to add a little water. Because, you know, it's a ship in the jar. Now, if I was going to do this, thank you, I need sand, Francie. I have sand. Do you want sand? I can put sand, but now I'm stuck. All right, give me a second. I got to pull out an old product that you can't get anymore. Oh, maybe I got rid of it. Okay, I don't have it anymore. I had some embossing powder that was sand embossing powder, but I don't think I have it anymore. I know I had something that looked like sand. Here it is. Sand Castle embossing powder. Don't get mad at me because this is old, but I got it. We're going to use it. You don't threaten me with using something I shouldn't use. Okay? The water's perfect. We're still adding sand now because you already mentioned it. All right. Let me see. I need my embossing pen here. We're just going to squiggle that on. I'm not going to worry about too much about having sand paste. I had some of that, Heather, but you know what? I wasn't smart and I didn't use it. And you know what happened to it? I mean, this embossing powder it was an embossing powder of the month, I think, a long time ago. I wouldn't even have to heat set it. I could just leave it like that. Well, I have to. You guys, you know, you challenged me. We do have to use our things, yes. And it ends up being kind of, to be honest with you, it looks more like sand when it's not. But so you really could use gilded and scatter it a little bit. All right, now let's see if we can, I attached it to something. She shouldn't have looked because I put it right up against my skin. Okay, now this might be a little bit harder to see because, and we do need the lid, but I'm not going to take the time to cut that out right now, but I'm going to show it to you. I'm just going to burnish it down real good and I will fussy cut it out later. There we go. Cinnamon sugar will work too. Yes. Like I said, gilded worked. I mean, you're not going to necessarily see the sand part if you use double-sided adhesive like I did because it's thick. If you use the glue dots, you might see it better. And like I said, I'll cut the lid out and we'll put the lid on it and I'll finish this up probably tomorrow. But this was a vault stamp. Sand dune is what it's called. I had to pick it up when I was at CYOE last year because my mom likes lighthouses. So yes, with the glue and with glue and the embossing powder, it doesn't dry out. Yep, exactly. Yep. So, all right, let's finish our card though. I thought I pulled out a few stamp sets so I could give you guys some options. Because to be honest with you, I didn't have a chance to look on and see what was still in stock. So I wanted to give some options that people might have. If you attended the Merry Making event, you got the beautiful bow, and there's Friend Love, which I thought would be a fun, and it has these great dies that went with it. So that would be fun. I grabbed the Summer Lovin' stamp set that says Let's Get Together, or Hello Summer, which it's not summer yet, so I didn't want to use that. But I like the Let's Get Together because, you know, you're sitting chilling, having your drink. I also grabbed the Radiant Rainbow, and I have the Enjoy the Little Things. So there's lots of different sentiments you could use. And then, of course, depending on what you want, if you were going to make this as like a good luck card, we've got Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy from Christopherisms. And then, of course, there's an older stamp set. I think it was still available. I didn't check tonight. And there's this Bunches of Loves, and there's Celebrate Today and Thank You, things like that. You could do a big circle, miss your face from is it Super Sentimental? Yeah. Yep, from Super Sentimental, miss your face. But I think we're gonna do easy peasy lemon squeezy. I have 2 lemons left because I thought what we should do is we should put one up here and kind of stick it like it's on and cut a little slit. That's what I thought I should do with it. Thanks, Ellen. I've been buying for a while, if you can't tell. So we've got this. I'm going to grab the occasional tags because easy peasy, I think lemon squeezy is going to fit on this little tag here if I'm right, if I think I'm right. It does, which means then I can add a little tie to it. So we're going to quick stamp this out. I'm going to just use a scrap piece of paper that's sitting here on my desk. Yes, an upscale disc. Oh, a penny? Yeah, exactly. Except that you would have to come craft, but I'm not selling. Not my stuff. And we're gonna go ahead and use the I am gonna use black ink because I want it to stick out, the Raven ink. Yes, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I don't know if I've had the stamp set for a while and I've only used a couple of the dies off the stamps off of it. So I want to very much stress to use your stuff. Use your stuff. When we've got our challenges out, go through your supplies and see what you can do. I almost have gold and silver, green and gold on this because the blue on top of the lemonade kind of looks greeny, but it works. Like I said, we could have done gray to kind of give it more of a see-through, give it some. We're going to move it up just a little bit. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this because I have one more. We're adding one more color. Crown Me You might match, but I did black because I do want it to kind of stick out. We have one more fun thing. I did die cut. This is just for some more. I believe this is the white. This is the pink, neon pink chroma mist. We are going to add these little bows to our drinks. And I'm going to use glue dots for that. And I'm going to thread one of these on it. And that's what we're going to do it just like this. It's going to be on there like that. Somehow. But we got to do some glue dots for that. And when we're almost done. Thought I was going to have a quick night tonight, guys. But I thought I did so much ahead of time, I was probably going to be early. I'm missing my glue dots. Anybody see where the glue dots went? The whole package disappeared off my desk. Well, we're going to use paper. We're going to use glue. Thank you, you guys. Yep, like little wine glass. And I'm just doing the one, I mean, you could have friends. I was looking to say, let's get together. I don't know if I have a stamp, but that would be a cute little tiny stamp. If you got the sentiments from the occasional tags, there was a couple of dies that went along with that. You could use some of those. I'm gonna go ahead and just attach that right here. We're gonna we'll throw this down on top of it just to kind of hold it in place. And then we gotta glue this one. He maybe. I think he went in by Daddy. So he's not anywhere near me. What are you giving me? What scissors? What scissors? I have so many scissors on my desk because I'm never going to lose a pair. They do have, I thought about that too. They have some great stamp sets for this. I was hoping to go with this, but my thoughts for this one specifically was to find a small one that would go on this little tag because I wanted to add the little bow for some little fun. And then to finish this off, we need to add our lemon slices. And I'm going to use one of the journey dots for those, for each one. So we're going to take a little slice and make sure that I don't have too much of the extra plastic showing from my paper. We're going to cut the tiniest little slit right in here. Stick it on a glue dot. And then we're going to stick it on our glass. You lost a pair of scissors while you were holding them in your hand. That's kind of funny, Melissa. I've lost them too. All right, let's see. You could make margaritas in here and use Fallen Snow glitter glaze to be like the sugar. Okay, it's falling apart since I cut it. Yeah, the glass is in there on the top of your head. Yeah, I've done that too. Oh, I don't wear regular glasses, but my sunglasses I've done that with. Where are my glasses? All right. See, here I have a different scissors. It just depends on which one I grab. We're just going to make a tiniest little snip in here. We're going to add the glue dot to the back. And we're going to stick it in here. Oops. I think we're going to stick it in on the same side. Because I glued it down before we attached this. There we go. All right, guys. And of course, I just stuck it to myself. So now you can't see what I'm doing. Twist it apart. I can't believe this is the hardest part of this whole night. All right, we're going to make it work. We're going to stick it down. Come on, off my finger. Off my finger. You get the idea. You get the idea. There we go. Using your cell phone flashlight to look for your phone. All right. Oh, well, thank you, you guys. That's very sweet of you. I was just kind of having fun trying to figure out something outside the box. Now, obviously, this is going to probably have to be a handmade card delivered because I stuck this straw up too high, or I'd have to put it in a bigger envelope. I am going to put it on a card base, but, you know, you can kind of see the gems in there, but because I colored it, it's a little bit harder to see the ice cubes. But so I think if you didn't put the ice cubes in it, it would be flat and you'd see more of the lemonade and ice cubes, but you get the idea. So thank you. I appreciate you guys all. Have so much fun. Thanks for joining me tonight. This was a blast. I think we got one more week left of March, and then we get to the new release will be, or the new subscription products will be here, and we'll start again. So I will think of something new for next week, you guys. So it does. Yep. I will put it in a 5 by. That's what I would do, Melissa, if I was going to send it out. This one's actually going to go to the store. So eventually. So, but I thought it was fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and you thought it and you got some great ideas to use this die set. I mean, the only die I used these 2 dies out of the set, and then I added some of my other ones. So yes, Mom, I'll see you Friday. So keep in touch with me. You guys let me know where you're at, Mom. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much. Good night.